how do you learn to hear God's voice and guidance?
You want to take that one first, or you want me to?
I'll take it. Yeah. It's in your heart. My truth is I hear God in my heart. I don't hear, with my ears. I don't get whispers in my ear and tell me what to do and how to feel and that everything's going to be okay. Like,
You don't at all?
in my ears?
Yeah, you don't hear?
No.
Your hearing's
it's
in
my
your heart.
Oh, it's fully in my heart. Fully in my heart. I'll get ideas and things and I'm like, oh, that was totally God. But my biggest thing is, in my heart, like if I sit still, especially if I'll just connect those two questions. If I'm feeling depressed and sad and defeated and like I'm not worthy or I'm not enough or whatever story, right? If I get quiet and get in my heart, like I know none of that's real. None of it's real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I find God. I find God also in, moments where I can just lay there. I don't know. It's all heart space. Cool. I don't know if you can start practicing getting into your heart space, you'll feel that. I believe you'll feel that. That's where. What about you?
The question being, how do you hear? You have to listen. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people, it's very easy to talk. It's very easy to pray. But if you're not listening, those answers don't come. And I have found that the more I want to have answers, the more I find them. It's interesting. Like I'll find answers on billboards. I'll find answers in a song. I'll find answers in a red light, watching something happen and seeing clouds or looking around. And it's not some hippy dippy, like I'm only talking to God when I'm on drugs. But the more I listen and the more I'm open and wanting to listen, I'm finding these things coming from heart space, ear. I hear things. I hear, in conversation and call it the voices, whatever, whether that's in my head, in my heart, or real. It's all of the above. But I think something that people really should start paying attention to is if you are a Christian, if you are somebody who wants guidance and you do want to talk to deity, you have to fucking listen. You need to learn how to listen. This is not just a push this button and here's what it is. You literally have to learn how to listen. Yeah. Just like you would have to learn how to get in shape or learn how to, sell or learn how to do any of these things. You truly have to practice listening and learn how to listen. And most of my life, it was run 100 miles an hour. Maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't. And all of a sudden when I realized, no, he's talking to me 24/7. The question is, am I listening? That's when things started to really pop up in my life differently. And when I talk to people now, I'm like, I talk to God all day long, every single day. And he's showing me shit all day long. You know what I mean? But I'm listening.
Yeah. And synchronicities are real. So I'm an absolute believer without question in God gives you navigation and tools and people and challenges in order, and they come in synchronicities. Like I could ramble off a bunch, but there are places that I have shown up and had conversations, and it's like everything is in direct alignment with all those people. And we have this joke, and now all we say is, of course that's what happened. Of course. Because it's like we are paying attention to the synchronicities and to the opportunities, because God's not going to, he's not going to, you have to take
you're
action.
going to get shaken, he's just going to come down and grab you and shake
Sean.
you. I've never had that happen before.
Right.
I've never had that happen before. But as I'm listening, and like you said, those aha moments, you have to connect that. You're like, oh, wait a second. I remember asking God for this, or this, and all of a sudden here it is, right? Oh, there it is, right? It's just like practicing seeing, practicing hearing, practicing listening. I feel like the more you do that, I forget the scripture, but it's like it'll be added upon, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. You start seeing these things, and in my opinion, the more you listen, the more you're hearing, the more you're gonna hear,
1000%.